Hi, John here again from Jon.tv, Jon.tv. Thought I'd do another video today, a little bit more on 6 minutes. 6 minutes with Bob, or 6 minutes to success, sorry, is really about focusing on elements of your life that you can do bit by bit to make you more successful. So Bob talks about not only the power of goals, for instance, but what would you do to really lock on and get emotionally involved with it, and how would that excite you to guarantee that you get there. Bob talks about that. He talks about the mental faculties, which I mentioned at my previous video. The mental faculties really being the way that you evaluate your internal world and how you use your mind effectively. And your mind can be used in several ways, through reason, perception, will, memory, intuition and imagination. These are your mental faculties. Each of them has a specific purpose, and if you know when to use them and how to use them, that's part of really what's in the lessons for 6 minutes to success. For those who are more interested in things like the law of attraction or those types of elements, Bob talks about those too. There's actually quite a few laws that Bob talks about. Law of attraction is actually only one of the many laws, and for the people who don't know what the laws are, go grab The Secret, the movie, the DVD. It's worth getting your head around understanding that there's a law called the law of attraction. Now, I don't really consider myself qualified to talk about it, but what you need to know is there's more than just the law of attraction. There's laws about non-resistance. There's laws about perpetual transmutation. There's laws of rhythm and gender. Now, all these laws combine, and when you combine them, that's when the power of the law of attraction really becomes valuable, because a lot of people tried to use the law of attraction and weren't very successful, and it's because they didn't understand the other laws. If you understand the other laws, then you can leverage them and know when to use the varying laws. Now, each of these laws, probably none is more important than the other, but they're used at different times. It's the same way that if you're for instance, a person who builds homes, there's a time you use a drill and there's a time you use a hammer. And the same with the laws. There's a time where you use the law of attraction, there's a time when you understand the law of gender. And when you understand these laws, you don't need to be so worried about, are you going to get an outcome, but what type of outcome do you want? In other words, you're creating your reality. And that's super powerful and super valuable, and obviously very, very empowering. It excites me to know that when you get on top of these laws, things can happen for you that you couldn't have imagined. Things that might take, I don't know, as an example, let's say something took 10 days to achieve a particular thing, you might achieve it in, say, 6 or 4 or 2 even, or maybe half an hour, I don't know. But it all depends on understanding these laws. And these laws are universal. And what I mean by universal law is it's a law that applies to everyone, regardless of whether you believe in it or not. The most famous one that people probably know about is the law of gravity. If you understand the law of gravity, or you don't understand the law of gravity, or you know it exists or you don't know it exists, gravity still applies 24/7. And the same with these universal laws. Bob talks about these universal laws. So there's my little summary today. I hope you're enjoying it. Give me some feedback in the comments. If you've got any questions or comments or feedback, just throw a comment in there and I'm more than happy to respond. And let's make this a two-way thing. So I'll see you next time. Bye.